Hello, and thank you for this opportunity. My name is Vanya Tudorova, and I'm the founder of a Hill Horseback Riding Center and Together We Can Foundation. My story begins years ago when I accidentally came across these beautiful and elegant creatures, the horses. Initially, I should say that in the past I did not have much interaction with horses. I have a master's degree in linguistics, and for me, the horses were just gorgeous animals with four legs, a tail, and a mane. I started taking riding lessons just to find out what I had been missing all my life: absolute physical, mental, and spiritual freedom. Long story short, I ended up establishing a horseback riding center in the beautiful Vitusha mountain with the only intention to help other people, beginners like myself, discover this beauty of motion and emotion that helps overcome fears, mental exhaustion, depression, or simply helps escape from the everyday routine. It all went well, but still I felt that something was missing. I knew that horses, as other animals, dogs and dolphins, are used for therapy, but in Bulgaria there was not much information about that. Moreover, I found out that only a couple of people in the whole country applied this therapeutic method. I came across some videos of an Irish lady working with horses and autistic children, and it suddenly came to me, this is it, this is my calling. Since that moment, 5 years ago, I dedicated all my time, effort, and enthusiasm to learn and practice. I got a master's degree in special education, and I took part in an Erasmus Plus project, Innovations in Hippotherapy. Now I work on a regular basis with more than 50 children with different disorders and disabilities, such as autism spectrum disorder, the Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, hyperactivity and attention deficit disorder, children with impaired eyesight, deaf and hard of hearing children, children with cognitive, communication and behavior disorders, and I can say that we achieve great results. Let me share with you what horse therapy is and why it is so effective. It is a combination of the horse's movement on the one hand and emotional interaction on the other. The movement of the horse while the horse walks shifts the body of the rider in three planes simultaneously: up, down, front, back, left, right. The horse's back becomes a balance board, producing motion impulses from 80 to 120 per minute. These impulses are transmitted to the rider through the pelvis, through the legs, and through the arms in certain positions. The impulses travel up the human spine to reach the brain, where they create qualitatively new patterns in the cortex. Nowadays, neuroplasticity of the human brain is much examined and applied in a number of activities with small children and children with special needs. The idea is that if a damaged center cannot be repaired, then other centers take up its function in order to compensate, so that the child could improve his physical and mental skills. Let us take an example of a child in a wheelchair. In his everyday life, he finds himself at a low position and is supported all the time by somebody else. When on the horse's back, he is suddenly lifted to a higher position, 1.30, 1.50 meters off the ground. His body is forced to change perspective and adjust to the new conditions in space. His center of gravity shifts continually with the rhythm of the horse's step, and the axis of his body and the position of his joints react to the new motion pattern. This stimulation affects motoric and balance centers in the cortex, activates the vestibular system, and builds up new and qualitatively better motoric patterns. The muscles and the ligaments are also affected, and spasticity is normalized and relieved, and this is due not only to the movement but also to the body temperature of the horse, which is about 38 degrees. Indirectly, the horse's movement affects blood circulation, the digestive tract, and the respiratory system, and the child starts breathing rhythmically. Rhythmic breathing lowers the anxiety levels and helps develop communication skills. Horses are not only physical therapists, they are great mental healers. Children with disabilities suffer from social deprivation. They live in isolation in the close circles of their families. In our activities with horses, we help autistic children position their body in space and become aware of the movement of their bodies, which is called proprioception. Children love the horses and their emotional response is very positive. They feel safe and they know that the horse accepts their true self. What is more, horses help them get out of their shell and become more social and communicative. Many of my autistic children have their favorite horse and they establish a very special emotional bond with him. In our activities with children, we apply different methods in order to provoke sensory and communication response. It is interesting that the balance center in the cortex is closely related to the center of speech. Thus, when we do our activities with the horses, we stimulate the balance center, and this happens naturally, and thus indirectly we stimulate the communication center and we provoke communication. Some of my autistic boys, nonverbal autistic boys, pronounced their first word during the therapy session, and of course this word was horse. This physical workout is connected with great fun. Children like it and they have fun and they gladly accept to follow instructions. It has been proven that only 10 minutes on the horse's back increase several times the level of the oxytocin hormone, the happiness hormone, and this is due to the rhythmic movement of the pelvis. The positive results in my practice are numerous. Hyperactive children become more relaxed and concentrated. Autistic children come out of their shell and become more social and communicative. Children with physical disabilities acquire muscle strength and motion control. The results come gradually, and the lasting effect is based on the mutual effort of the therapist, the child, and the child's parents. Although it may sound nice and fun, it requires great physical and mental strength from all of us involved in the therapy session. Sometimes I have my own doubts whether my approach is the right one. Children are very different and there is no one solution fits all methods for work. There is a saying that when you meet an autistic boy, you have met only one autistic boy. There are days when the child is not in a mood. His anxiety level is very high. He runs and screams around. He is not cooperative. He may even have self-injurious behavior, or he may try to kick and bite other people. It is not that the child wants to hurt other people. It is his reaction to external stimuli that he cannot cope with. In such situations, we have to be very patient, and we have to try to make the child calm down. We try to involve him in activities that we know he enjoys, like giving him a carrot to feed the horse or giving him a leash to walk the horse in order to help him calm down. But the truth is that in such situations, it is the horse who helps the child settle down by staying calm and patient. Last but not least, I should say some words about my horses. I adore them. They are so patient, calm, and understanding, real therapists for all humans around. Looking at them, you can say that they know that they are doing something very, very special. They also have their good days and bad days. They are tired at the end of the day or emotionally overloaded, but still they are very patient and affectionate, and they love treats. Finally, I can say that a dream that seemed impossible some years ago is now converted into reality. And I think that the key word is love. We are all here to leave a trace, no matter how big or small. One's true vocation in life may come early or late, but it always comes. Follow your dreams and never yield to fear and insecurity. Give love, receive love, dream big, work hard, and follow your dreams, because only working with love and dedication is what makes your heart sing. Thank you.